What have you just done? I'm videoing you.
I am making pie dough, which looks like it might be too dry. So I'm adding more water.
That it was, I could have sat there for 3 to 4 minutes.
Mixing it up.
Fantastic.
And that's exciting.
Yes.
So we'll stop and then pick up.
I'm not into baking, but pies and savory tarts and stuff, I love making.
Well, maybe this will inspire me.
Maybe.
With the
If it comes out
flashlight,
right.
looking at the program or texting, and it was just god awful. Because I said, I won't hear.
I'm videotaping Emily for all of us. Sky.
I don't want to touch this.
Sky. Z. I'm videotaping Emily.
I don't have anything to say.
Well, then we'll just zoom in
So
on your
this-
little hands.
To me, it's best when it's really dry because then it comes out flakier. So I kind of just like smush it all together instead of working it too much.
Okay. And then it's going to rest in the refrigerator.
Yeah, so now we're going to have to find some saran wrap
Okay. We'll rest it for how long?
until we're ready to roll it out. At least a half hour, but if not, if you don't have time, then you just go for it.
Okay. Okay, we've rolled out the.
Everybody must watch this.
Okay, so we've rolled out we've rolled out the crostata. Now we're.
So this you can also put in a pie form or a tart form. I think it comes
I
out,
was here.
it can
Now
sound
I'm here
like
out of one ear. He said, I want to have a hearing test. And I'm absolutely fine. But
So we
when
have
I want to
sugar
say
and
something,
cinnamon. Okay, we've rolled out the crostata. We've
You
busted
see
it with.
how you just roll it any which way?
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about this.
But you
crust.
see how
So-
this meal is taking 5 people to make?
Yes.
But so this you can also put in a pie form. You roll it out any which way, put it in a pie form, and do the exact same thing.
And then the apples just go however they go. They're going to be dusted with sugar and butter.
Mm-hmm. And
right.
cinnamon as much as you
Or
want.
you could just throw them all in a pile, right?
I don't think it comes out as good when you do that. That's why I was particular about the cutting, is that I've done it both ways, and I think it comes out much more beautiful and like
I agree.
evenly cooked if you.
So the work has been done, and now it's going to get popped into the oven. Okay.
Now we're
and-
making the caper soup.
No, I've never bought anything.
Oh, fun.
Well, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the sauce for what?
For the meatballs.
Yeah.
As strange as that may sound.
So
Mary
it's
Ellen bought a watch
tons
there.
of butter
Before we came
and
here.
capers.
And garlic and more anchovy paste and sage. A combination I would never think of. Polpette. So I have sliced garlic. The butter, I put in the garlic right away while the butter's melting. We hope that the garlic will brown properly.
Lots of butter,
Lots of butter.
lots of garlic.
I haven't made these in over a year. So
Don't tell
see
us.
my-
Okay, so we're using a little oil.
Don't worry, there will be more oil later.
And what we're just waiting for the garlic to get brown.
And the butter to melt and sort of start bubbling a little, but we don't want to burn the butter. That's where the sensitivity comes in.
Of our food.
Oh, what a good idea.
That was so easy.
And so now we're adding some anchovy.
You know, I don't have any big house. If I need to throw something, I always.
These in our tuna fish and cream cheese. So good. It sounds gross,
They're wonderful.
but it's really good. And just like with crackers,
So we've just added herbs that will and
Sage,
a
chopped sage.
ton. Oh, it's just chopped sage. And no,
they
those
only
are
sell it in the prefab
these are
packs.
capers.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
And so that's our sauce, isn't it?
So if you know your stove well enough, you can manage to evenly toast your garlic.
So you're gonna give us the best.
We buy things.
Okay, so we've just put beef in, just ground beef in,
Probably about a cup of Parmesan.
Parmigiano.
It's 50 grams.
Yeah, I have all the measurements. We're cooking. We can do it our
Okay.
way.
So now we just added 1 egg.
Okay,
Okay,
little pizza roll.
we've added the potato.
I don't
And
remember
then
I haven't made it.
We're gonna put in about 50 grams of this stuff.
What's that stuff?
This is the bread.
The bread that was soaked in water.
I put a little more,
I
but
mean milk.
I think this bread and potato makes them really
What do you think of
moist.
this? We have a thing once in a while.
We're adding
Some lemon peel.
about how much?
I already put in too much, I'd say.
Oh.
For this amount, just a little bit. Just-
Okay, just for a little
Like half a
flavor.
lemon.
Yeah, even okay, so now we'll put this in the fridge to rest while we roll out our pie dough.
And then all of you.
Okay, the meatballs have been rolled are in balls
So what are you
and then
gonna
rolled
do?
again in, is this just
You're
flour?
gonna put them in oil?
And we're gonna fry them. Woohoo! And now we are frying up the meatballs with the option of just sauteing or deep frying, depending.
Or
on
you
whatever.
could just put them in the oven, I'd say. I've never tried it, but I bet it would work. You can cook a hamburger in the oven, right?
Yeah. And the meatballs have been fried and now they are cooking in the caper sauce. And Beverly's frying up the bread so that we could put the broccoli topping on it for crostini. And we're good to go. Okay, so the garlic is really brown.
Yeah.
And now we put the anchovy paste in and we have to be careful because it could burn.
So now right away,
Add the steamed broccoli. And how long will we saute the broccoli?
about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. And then we're going to puree it.
We're gonna let it cool and then we're gonna put in some mashed potato and ricotta and more oil. I saved some broccoli cooking water in case it's really thick.
Okay. And this will become part of our crostini appetizer. Very delicious.
As little as you want.
Okay.
We also usually add more oil at this point.
Okay.
And if it's too thick, there's some of the broccoli cooking water.
Okay.
And then
That's what
maybe more salt or
You can hit
pepper.
me with it.